Hey, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Well, I'm a concerned Cowboys fan. And although we're on a 2-game winning streak, if you take Zeke out of it, they look just as boring as they did any other week before we got Amari Cooper. I'm still not figuring it out. Well, I should say I wasn't figuring it out until I did some research here on. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. On our great offensive coordinator, Scott Linehan. Between him, Garrett, and Kellen Moore, which is our quarterback coach, these are probably 3 good reasons why at the end of the season, unless we go to the Super Bowl and win it, but that's not going to happen. And I like to see him go and win it, but let's be for real here. That ain't going to happen. We might win that division, but we're a one and done team in the playoffs. We're too predictable. It's like they jump and go back in that shell. Every time seems like you got to do something where you got enough time maybe to score a touchdown. Rely on a kicker that he doesn't look too confident right now. Where'd this guy come from again, anyways? But the reason why I'm here today, we'll start with Linehan. You know, not his college or high school BS, but in 2002 to 2004, he was an offensive coordinator and a wide receivers coach for the Vikings. First year, they went 6-10. Second year, 9-7. Third year, they went 8-8. That's pretty impressive. And his first year as Miami Dolphins offensive coordinator, which only lasted 2005. They went 9-7. Tearing it up, Callahan. I mean, I guess that's an improvement from the year before. The Dolphins got them; they went 4-12. And then let's see here. He was a head coach for the St. Louis Rams, which I forgot about that, from 06 to 08. And here's how his record went: 6-10, 3-13, 2-14. No wonder what. Excuse me. No wonder why he's not a head coach no more. And then he goes to the Detroit Lions, where they got Stafford and Megatron. They go 2-14 in 09. And again, Linehan was there from 09 to 2013. First year they go 2-14, 6-10, 10-6, 4-12, 7-9. I mean, no, you can't blame all these mediocre records and losing seasons. And some are really, Jesus was a span there for 3 years. He won 7 games. I don't see Cleveland on here nowhere. Well, anyhow, can't blame everything on Linehan, but sure in hell can't give him very much credit. And for some reason, must have been because of Garrett, I guess. I don't know, because that's when 2014 Jason Garrett became the assistant head coach, offensive coordinator. And we got Wade Wilson as our quarterback coach. Wade Phillips was there. Scott Linehan comes in. We go 7-9. Or excuse me, well, I'm reading off the notes I took down here. 2014, he comes with the Cowboys. Here we are. They go 12-4. All right. Well, the next year, 2015, guess what? We're back in the toilet. 4-12. 2016, well, we all know that season. We had to break off from Prescott and Elliott, and had a pretty decent wide receiver crew. That offensive line was a beast. We go 13-3. We followed up last year by going 9-7, and so far this year 5-5. If you remember how those other teams were from 2002 to 2013, the Vikings, the Dolphins, the Rams, the Lions, those teams were straight up garbage. Kellen Moore was with the Lions for a little bit. And speaking of Kellen Moore, hopefully everybody's sitting down when you're listening to this, because, man, this guy really lit it up. No wonder why Scott Linehan loves him. Decided to, hey, why don't we make you our quarterback coach so you can have Prescott take 20 steps backwards. Kellen Moore played 6 seasons in the NFL with the Cowboys and the Lions. I think 4 of them was with Detroit. He was 61 of 104. 4 touchdowns, 6 INTs. And here's the part that's probably going to be that's really going to knock you off your seat. 779 total yards that he in his career. Man, there's a guy we should have as a quarterback coach. Jason Garrett's record, regular season. Now, guess we could add a win to it. 72-58. He's 1-2 in the playoffs. Mediocre. Linehan, it's not even mediocre. Linehan's, if you were to give him a record since a coach of 2002 until present, he has 115 wins underneath of his belt with 151 losses. Excuse me. That's impressive. What a resume. I'd hire him. No, not really, but it sounds good. Let's see here. Combine him with Garrett. Boy, these guys are just tearing up the league. Good choice, Jerry. Garrett in his career as an NFL player, if you remember, I tried to find some highlights to put on here as I'm going over these stats, but I couldn't find any of Jason Garrett besides one when he took over for Aikman on Thanksgiving Day and threw for like 300 yards. Came from behind to beat the Packers. I don't remember what his exact score was, 31-27, something like that. And I think his career stats might happen in that game, possibly, or at least close. He went 165 for 294, 11 touchdowns and 5 picks, 2,042 yards. Man, this guy just lit it up. There needs to be a change. Jeez, I think you could hire someone more qualified than this. I think there's either myself or maybe someone that's listening to this. So I think we could do better than this. Well, that's all I got to say for right now. So we might be 5-5. We might win the division, but that's going to be about it. And hopefully next year we're in for a coaching change. Offensive coordinator, quarterback coach. Tony Romo's a great idea. Head coach, offensive coordinator, something. Yeah. All right. Don't forget to hit that like button. And thanks for watching the video. Subscribe to my channel. Y'all have a good one. See ya.